Welcome, air signs, to your reading for January 31st through February 6th. This is Madelyn from Spiritual Rebirth Tarot, your energy healer and tarot reader. This week, I would like to take a look at a spread asking for clarity for your financial abundance for this week, the strengths you have, the strengths and gifts you have in the situation of abundance, what your heart wants to know about the situation, and what you need to heal or work on in order to grow. So let's take a look first at those three things, and then also at the end we'll take a look at the Whispers of Love and the Abraham Hicks Well-Being deck. So to start off the reading, let's take a look at the messages from the Mystic Shaman Oracle, which were also on the TikTok channel, Upper World and Heart of the Sky. So what we find with these two cards, the Upper World and the Heart of the Sky, we have a lot of air energy in them, you know, with the wings and the being up in the air and the upper world, and then the sky, you know, being up in the sky. So the heart of the sky is where the energy and love of creation comes. And so you can tap into that in your creative endeavors. And the upper world brings in the angels, ascended masters, and all of the help and understanding our destiny in this life. So during this week, you'll be drawn to your destiny and to creative pursuits. So let's take a look at the tarot for the three cards, the strength, what the heart wants us to know, and the challenge. So let's ask for divine guidance. Okay, so take a look at the Reiki energy into the deck to help guide us to the right card. And shuffle the deck. This particular deck is the Native American tarot deck. I really love these cards. They are not as much specifically oriented in meaning to the original tarot as much as I look at the pictures and the descriptions of the deck. Okay, so we have three cards. Okay, and then the underlying energy is the Three of Swords, which is the mourning, sadness, loss. In this deck, it's especially about different ways that we mourn the death of our loved ones, and also being able to feel those feelings. So if we, have death or sadness in our lives, we need to not stuff those feelings, but to actually feel them. Let me pause. All right, just had to ask my children to be a little quieter. Okay, so first card, which is the strength that you have, is the Ace of Swords, or the of Blades. So you can see in this case that his hand is like older and well used, and you could be using this in more of a battle situation, or simply to maybe take a whittle on some stick, or clean some things off with some firewood. So there are many different things that the blade here could be used for, and this person certainly has a lot of experience in that, and yet this has the energy of the one, or the beginning, And so some of your strength right now is, as we were talking about in here, looking to your destiny, to your, focusing on creativity, to starting a new path and a new direction, but at the same time, bringing in all of that older understanding that you have. So with your financial abundance this week, the experiences that you've had in the past are important to hold on to and to think about as you are deciding how next and best to use this blade. And so as you move into this, you'll be finding that you'll be letting go of some old things. So the Death card is the Scorpio energy. So some of you air signs may be connected to or have some Scorpio in your chart. And, if you're feeling this energy, and, the gentleman has passed away a long time ago, as well as the buffalo have passed away. It's kind of inside of a structure here, which is not from the Native Americans, but rather from, maybe the Spanish or something like that. And so, death has taken their human lives and the way things were done for them on a human basis, but they have transcended into the heavens, into this upper world. And so, following their guides and the angels, they have let go of the things of the world that have been binding them, and they are moving into a new path. And so your heart is asking you to embrace letting go of the old, letting go of the things that will no longer serve you, and walking into the new. And so, your strength is that you have this long-standing experience and are willing to embrace change. And as you do that strength, your heart is leading you to let go of some of this experience to step into some new opportunities that are being presented to you. And so the third one for the financial abundance is, the thing that is the challenge. And so to me, this card for me has a lot to do with other people's opinions. And, he's standing here with all of these wands or pipes. And, it's kind of the card of burdens. And especially in this case, his burden is what other people think he should do, or how other people think that he should live his life. And so rather than, choosing what all these other people think or what may have happened in the past, to step into what is there now, what are you being called to with the destiny life here by the angels and the masters. And so the thing that I've begun to realize is, once you have called upon these, the upper world and the heart of the sky's energy, once you've called upon that into your life, you have begun to walk the walk. You can let go of these burdens, knowing that the path you're on is the right path. Knowing that, that your strength is to let go and to move into this new truth. So let's see what other messages we have with the tarot. This is the Shadowscapes Tarot. So tell us more about the One of Blades. Okay, so this is the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is all about kind of like conflict or uncertainty. And in this case, you know, all of the animals, the foxes are running this way and the guy is running this way. So they're kind of at odds. You know, it's if he's chasing the rabbit here, he's going in the wrong direction. And so, you know, it could be that you're starting to go in the wrong direction, and that, you know, this letting go energy is telling you, hey, you know, focus on what this new opportunity is, you know, and go toward that. And I kind of see all of these because, you know, there aren't 5 foxes here. There's more like 10. You know, it's the same energy, the Wands energy, the fiery. So, you know, again, you know, these people are telling you, they're mocking you and telling you you're going the wrong way. But maybe you aren't supposed to chase the rabbit anymore. You know, maybe there is a new way for you that's being offered to you by the blades, by the Ace of Blades. So let's ask a little bit more. Why is the Death card here? Okay, so the Two of Pentacles. So in this deck, the Two of Pentacles, you know, he's this beautiful juggler. There's this monkey sitting here with him. You know, we're looking again at the abundance. And so as you bring abundance into your life, you've been juggling, and that's kind of this letting go of the old and embracing the new. And you're juggling both the old and the new in your life. And so you're saying, you know, which one of those two, when you stop juggling, is going to be in your hand. And I think that's what this card is about. So your strength is that, you know, you have been able to juggle for a long time. And, you know, your heart is pointing, so that's right, that's the heart card. Your heart is pointing toward one pentacle over the other, and one of them will stop in your hands. And I think that for each of us, there might be a different answer with that, because, you know, really following the heart to find that answer. And then the third card, the Ten of Wands, Mockery. Why is mockery there? Okay, so this one is the Three of Cups. Okay, so we went from the 2 to 3, and the challenge again is people in your life. So the same as this card, the, you know, people telling him what to do or mocking him for what he's doing, and being willing to accept that mockery, and having it be a burden that he needs to let he or she lets go of. And here we have, you know, friendships, you know, this beautiful protected ball of friendships that is being jeopardized, or that could be the challenge for you, you know, stepping into your own instead of just having what all of those around you give you, like this safe place. Now, the other thing is, you know, finding friends that will help you stay in this safe place and be safe friends for you, will help you to combat this mockery. You know, this makes me think a lot of the book that I've been reading by Brené Brown, and talking about leadership. and how, you know, a true leader goes into the fray, into the isn't just here on the sidelines with people telling him things, but they never actually are in there fighting. True leader is in there, you know, fighting, being, you no longer having this protection, but it's because of the protection of the close friends that they can really trust and be vulnerable with, that they're able to stand here and be their true selves in the fray and in the battle, and to let go of the stress of that and to allow themselves to be free. Okay, so I'm going to pull a couple more cards, I think, especially for this last one, the challenge. Okay, the Six of Swords and the King of Cups. So, the way this feels is, you know, she's taking this time of rest, resting on the truth, clarity, loyalty, you know, but being by herself in a lot of ways, and then moving into the King of Cups that truly has the love and the support. You know, I always think of him as being emotionally intelligent, and you know, only through this, you know, interaction with the truth and with loyalty and with light and with rest is then she's brought into this true emotional intelligence. And you can see that he's looking at a seahorse here. And the message of the seahorse is to watch and wait and to be in the moment. And so as he's going through his life, you know, carrying his bowl, walking along, he sees the seahorse and he stops. And his energy stops and is in the moment. And so we are being called to this energy of being in the moment. So to overcome the challenge of, you know, friends and family and all the people kind of coming at you with their ideas, this time of, you know, sleepy time combined with being, you know, practicing being in the moment, especially with meditation, is going to be the most beneficial for your heart. So I hope that this message resonated a little bit with you. I'd like to take a look at the Whispers of Love deck for you air signs. See what message is coming out for this week. Okay, so treasure your loved ones. I've been getting this one a lot. And, you know, really finding times and ways to treasure and to show those ones that you're closest to how important they are. It is important to love others deeply. And so, you know, there's sometimes that, you know, we might look at our past or our future and can feel a lot of, you know, sadness or loss, or, you know, not have felt the mother's love, or to not feel safe within that love, and to treasure your loved ones and to learn how to love deeply. And only as you feel safe in a safe environment will you be able to love deeply. And so only as you find that safety and that healing will you be led into this emotional, intelligent state. And so let's take a look at the Abraham Hicks wellness for a final thought. Ooh, there's another swan here. We have her sleeping and laying on the swan, which has a lot to do with loyalty and love. It is not my responsibility to convince anyone of anything. And so make your decisions about what you want and set out to create the life experiences that you choose and allow all others to do the same. So that really is this, getting into, being willing to be vulnerable and get into the fray. As she puts it, get into the rumble, and to make your decision about what you want and to set your intentions, to create those expectations, but allow others to do the same. And so as you are willing to accept who you are and to let this mockery fall away, you can come into a state of setting your intentions, set out to create the life experiences that you choose. And so I think, when we come to a crossroads in our lives, and in this case, we're talking about a crossroads related to your finances. The strength is all the things that you have built in the past and using those in a new way. And as you use those in a new way, you're able to let go of the things from the past and step into the ring as your true self. Thank you for coming to the reading today, air signs. So nice to have you. And I look forward to talking to you again next week.